What's up, YouTube? I'm Brendan.
I'm Cody.
This is Real Pulse Reviews, and today we're going to be taking a look at Train to Busan. I'm going to say it immediately. I think I'm going to shock a lot of people with how much I really enjoy this movie. Not even a hot take from me. I genuinely believe this is the best zombie movie ever made. Not exaggerating. I genuinely believe it's the best zombie movie ever made. It's phenomenal. It not only is it a great zombie movie, but it just tells a fantastic story of a father who generally isn't a great father, but throughout the story, it really shows that he's in the boat of a father who's just working hard, so he doesn't have a lot of time for his daughter, but at the end of the day, he loves her and will do anything for her, and he shows that at the end when he literally gives his life mid-transformation, throws himself off the train to save his daughter, and I can't remember her name, but the pregnant woman, to save both of them and make sure that they both get to safety. But overall, like action, story, effects, and everything about this movie, I don't think they missed anywhere for me. This is genuinely one of my favorite movies ever made, and I think a lot of Korean and just Asian movies and horror movies in general, they do super well with horror. Asian culture in general, I'm talking like Korean, Japanese, they do very well with horror, so I'm not surprised that it's a great movie. I haven't seen the sequel or the prequel yet, but I heard they don't hold up to Train to Busan as well, so but yeah, I love this movie. It's just phenomenal in every single way.
So I personally did enjoy this movie as well. I really liked the character work with the dad. In the beginning, you can tell he's struggling, and he's a fund manager, and he's trying to make it work with his daughter, but he doesn't get to see his daughter a lot, and we don't know too much about the wife. I would have liked if they disclosed more with what's going on. They really didn't say what's going on other than they're not talking. I appreciated how in the beginning you can tell he loves his daughter, but the relationship's very offset because he works a lot. And then throughout the film, you slowly see the character change where, they say it all the time, how it's about him with his job too, the fund manager, like I'm assuming with stocks, stuff like that, taking money from people. I really appreciated it. They did a good job at just putting everything together. It kept my interest for most of the film. And I like the story too. You still gotta tell a story as the zombies are chasing you. And the character work too, Dong-seok, I'm just going to say it like that. I don't know his actual name, but he plays, his wife is pregnant. And in the beginning, you're like, man, I don't really like this guy. And then as the movie goes on, I'm like, this guy is my favorite character. Yeah. He's fantastic. And one thing that I found out about him, he's actually a professional arm wrestler. And you can tell this man is jacked. So I was figuring he does something, more like whether I know, at least in Japan, professional wrestling is super popular. I didn't know if he did wrestling or something. Obviously, this is a Korean film. But I really like that. And then one other thing that I really liked, like there's a lot of scenes where I'm just laughing. Like they didn't, it's not a comedy movie, but they put in scenes where you're laughing. I like the beginning when it's the day before his daughter's birthday and he gets her a Wii. This movie's in 2016. The Wii U came out like 2013, 2014. I thought that was funny. And then she just looks at him and you see on the desk, she has the Wii already. I just like that, and I thought the film was very well done. Like Brandon said, I thought the zombies looked great, good storytelling. The ending, I didn't really appreciate the ending, to be honest with you. I'll get into that a little bit more right on our next segment.
So like I said, I believe this is genuinely the best zombie horror movie ever made. My final rating, 9.4. This is, in my opinion, I already said it, the best one. It's my favorite zombie movie ever made. I think the chemistry just between all the characters is fantastic.
We're in the nines.
The 9.4 is at that.
Wow.
Yeah, I love this movie. The chemistry between characters, I think all the characters mesh very well. They have good chemistry. The action is great. The scene where they're fighting their way through the train cars and they're fighting through the zombies, that whole sequence is just badass. It's all badassery. And like you said, Dong-seok, his character's so badass. He's so badass. The one he tapes up his wrist and he's like just like putting his arm in there and beating the crap out of it. Fantastic. It's really just a phenomenal film. I'll have to watch the sequels. Like I said, from what I heard, they didn't hold up near as well, but I still feel like I should watch them just because of how good Train to Busan is. So yeah, my final rating 9.4.
Like I said, I really did appreciate this movie. I like movies too where, you know, there's English subtitles, because you don't really dig too much into the acting because, you know, you're just reading a subtitle, right? You can still tell certain by their actions, but I feel like overall the acting was really good. They made you believe what they were doing. The relationships. With that being said, I give this a 7/7.
Okay.
I like it. It's a good movie. I really liked it. I appreciated it. My thing with movies too, right after I watched them, like I watched this movie this morning, I feel so passionate about them where I want to rate them higher. And it was the same way with this movie, but then I had to really think about, okay, like, what does this movie do for you? And I liked the character work, like with the characters, right, like the people on the train. I also liked where the older lady, like right at the end, her sister was trapped and she got bit, and then the people are like, move to the rear or whatever, the caboose or whatever it was. They wanted them to move into the separate cart, and it's like, guys, they're not bit, they're not infected. And then the old lady, you can tell she's just so distraught that she lost her sister. She wants to be with her sister, is my understanding of it. So she opens it up, and then they come in there, and I was smiling. I was happy that they got what. And then the guy at the end, I don't know who that guy was, like some bigwig somewhere, the older guy that was throwing everyone, you know, then ended up right at the end, he got it, and then the main character, I don't know his name, he bit him right on the hand. And I was like, that's the only part about this movie I didn't like the ending, because I want to see him survive. I want to see, now, like I said,
wanted a happier ending.
Yeah, a little happier, because enough people died. Like, I have that sad feeling. His mother died right in the very beginning, or as we think, over the phone. There's a lot of stuff, like, because then you could take, and like I said, I didn't see the other two, so I don't know, but you could tell more story with him still being alive, with the mother. I don't know, maybe he is alive. We saw him right at the end, he turned in, but there's other stuff that you can make, like a vaccine for it, or something like that you could take into the other movies. Overall, solid movie. I appreciated it. Definitely kept my attention for most of the film, and the acting I thought was really good. So yeah.
Alrighty, that's going to be it for us. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really, really appreciate it, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.
See you guys.